how to play leg spin. Before we look into anything else, let's get our head into our setup against wrist spinners, or in this case, leg spinners, very similar to the off spin video. First fundamental, again, we're going through 3 really important fundamentals against leg spin and in your setup. So fundamental number 1 would be taking guard, but this time, since the ball's spinning away from us, taking guard on leg stump. Why take guard on leg stump? This allows you, especially for me, personally, I find playing the cut shot against leg spinners really well. Like it benefits my game to a very high degree, because I feel like that's a very good scoring option that a lot of kids don't have, a lot of players don't get, to go all the way forward and then come all the way back and cut it. I also find when I'm on leg stump and I'm there, when the ball spins away, I've got that leeway, or almost that extra room, in order to get that shot behind point, in front of point, or even towards cover. So that's fundamental number 1, take guard on leg stump. Second fundamental would be having a wider base, but this time not being very low, but being level to the bowler. Why that's the case is because since it's a wrist spin, you've got that, there's more revolutions behind the ball. There's more chance of it skidding on and getting you trapped in front against LBW calls, or even get you bowled. So in this case, stay wide on leg stump, but not very low. So there, personally for me, if I see it's gonna spin away, my scoring option would be there, head back and cut it, get off strike because there's a block there, or hit it in a gap and get 4. So that's fundamental number 2. The only downside about batting on leg stump against a leg spinner, this is going to lead into fundamental number 3, is to try and pick what sort of ball is come out and bowl. Like if it's a leg spinner, you know that's going to spin away, you can prepare in that scenario. If the ball's a wrong end, that pitches out there, that could be the only drawback of batting on leg stump. But if you think about any leg spinner, they very rarely bowl more than 1/2 wrong ends and over, because that then becomes obvious, which then gives the batter more scoring options. So just to change up, just to prepare for one ball that you fear that's going to get you out, it's better to prepare for the 5 or 4 balls that he's going to bowl, his stock balls that are more chances of you facing them rather than worrying about that one ball. Hence why I do believe batting on leg stump is really important against leg spin. Picking length, or picking what he's going to bowl in front of his hand, that can be judged by, in a way, having that sheer focus, developing your game in such a way that you can switch on and switch off at certain moments. I do believe for the past couple of years I've found that really important, is understanding when to switch off during overs and when not to switch off. So if the bowler's on top of his mark, that's when you turn your mode on. It's only going to last for only 3-4 seconds in a way, if you think about it. Fast bowler, 3-4 seconds, spinner, 1-2 seconds. Once you've done that, switch off, wait for the ball to get back to the bowler, get back in your stance, get back in your mark, and then go again. So I know the third one's a little bit vague in a way, like it's more about your personal preference when you come out to play leg spin, but I do believe leg spin's a lot harder to face than off spin. You've got all sorts of different variations that the bowler can do, whereas offie, he's only got in front of the head, so that when the bowler for an off spinner releases the ball, it comes out of the front of his hand, and then it's different for leg spinner. He's got the wrist spin, so he can turn his wrists in different sort of directions in order to get the ball to move. So yeah, I feel like the third one's a little bit really broad in a way. So that's about it. I'll probably say content helps in any sort of way. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Other than that, I will see you in the next video, which should be scoring options against leg spin.